MURICA, land of the free, home of the brave, and sometimes a complete shit show. Let's be honest, our country/world has become crazy lately on so many different levels, and every once in a while I feel a little embarrassed and sad that I live here. But those fleeting moments go away when I think about all the amazing things that MURICA offers. So today on Independence Day, 4th of July 2023, I wanted to highlight my top favorite things about MURICA, despite the horrible shit that's been going on lately. To MURICA, bet you're shocked this isn't a beer. As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we're giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. My name is Mr. X. Normally we talk about extreme collectibles, a little bit about extreme travel, but every once in a while we do an offshoot video like this where I want to talk about MURICA. It's 4th of July, Independence Day, and I wanted to list my top 10 favorite things about living in America. I am still a proud American. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed and ashamed of some of the things that have happened in our country, especially over the last 5 years or so. And while I'm not going to focus on those today, because today is a day of celebration, today is remembering many people who have sacrificed so that these 10 things I talk about can actually happen. You may disagree with my list, because while that's not on the list, that's one of the great things about MURICA, is we can actually disagree and we don't have to shoot each other. Which leads me into my top 10 favorite thing about living in America, is I can have some guns. I fucking love guns for so many different reasons. People often wonder why I like to conceal and carry. It makes me feel like a badass. Maybe I'm overcompensating. Maybe I'm insecure. And while I never want to take another human life, if another human life is taking others, you better believe I want to stop that person. So I appreciate that we are still a country that allows our citizens to be armed. Now, gun control is a very, very controversial topic. And personally, as a guy who owns a lot of guns, I would tell you that I don't mind gun control. I think they should do everything they can to make sure only responsible people have guns. But with that being said, it's not going to eliminate the problem. Every time I hear people saying we need to make gun laws more strict so we can keep guns out of the hands of bad people, I remind them on how well it worked when we outlawed things like cocaine and heroin. Number 9, and this used to be much higher up, and it probably should be, but I don't really get that much exposure to countries that don't have this, but I do appreciate the fact that we're free. I can make this video right now. Granted, I'm not talking about free speech. It's getting more and more controlled. But again, I'm trying to stay away from some of the negative stuff or the shit show that's been happening in the US, but we are free. If I wanted to right now, I could head downtown and do some of the other stuff we're going to talk about on the list. That's pretty cool. That's not always true. I still have freedom of religion, freedom to have an opinion, although it may be censored sometimes. I am free to try and pursue my dreams. So I do appreciate freedom being the number 9 thing I still love about MURICA. Number 8. So I'm a big guy with collectibles. I love comics and movies. And I have to say that MURICA has produced Hollywood. While I don't like a lot of the people in Hollywood, I like the shit that's produced. We have some amazing films. I think films are a fantastic getaway for your mind. They really spawn your imagination. And I think creativity is an essential part of life, or maybe using some of the stuff that Hollywood produces as an escape for your sanity. So I think that Hollywood and what it produces is actually my 8th favorite thing about America. And again, you're probably questioning, that's above freedom? Yeah, because while we still enjoy the essential aspects of freedom, I see it going further and further away. Number 7, I love how America just has so many awesome leisure activities. What do you mean by that? Well, we're going to get into sports later, but like tailgating. How fucking cool is tailgating? How cool is it that you can get in a raft and float down a river with a bunch of friends drinking beer? You can go streaking at midnight in the cold. Okay, maybe that's not allowed. But there are so many cool different leisure activities you can do in America. And if you don't believe me, go to some of the resort areas, the resort cities. There's just countless things. I mean, like escape rooms. How cool is that? You lock yourself in a room and you can't get out. Now, granted, I know that started in Asia. Indoor skydiving, and we could go on forever. So many cool leisure fun activities that you can do in America. Which also kind of ties into number 6. I think there are so many cool sites to visit in America. From Niagara Falls, which is obviously also shared with Canada. I recently went there with my family right here. Las Vegas, what an amazing place. Check out this video of my family in Las Vegas. You guys know I'm a huge traveler. Most of the time I travel outside the country. But even in here, so many cool things. The Grand Canyon. Area 51. I can't show you pictures of that. But I think lots of cool sites and cities. And if you don't believe me, people come from all over the world to visit Orlando and New York and LA. I mean, these are prime destinations from the rest of the world, which is huge considering we are less than 10% of the population of the entire world. Number 5, one of my favorites. I freaking love American sports. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey. I love it. I love every aspect of it. I love the fact that we can get crazy and get together with 90,000 people in an arena or 30 people in your home, drink tons of beer, eat crazy stuff, and just cheer at the top of our lungs for people doing stupid remedial stuff that, granted, it's very, very hard, but it's so basic. I love sports. I love what America embraces about it. Number 4 is your drink selection. So I made a joke at the beginning, you're surprised I'm drinking a Monster. That's because I'm actually on break from work right now, so I don't drink when I'm at work, but otherwise I'm drinking all the time. Because I love to drink alcohol. I might have a problem, but that's another great part about MURICA. But with that being said, I love how many selections of alcohol you have. If you don't believe me, go into a large liquor store. It's probably millions of different selections and types. My wife hates going in the liquor store with me, which we do like once a week. Oh, I was going to say once a month, but it's once a week because I'm like a kid in a candy store. So many different selections, so much to do. Not only different selections, but you can get it almost anywhere. That's one of the great things COVID did. They said, you know what? We'll give you some liquor to go. The selection of drinks, horrible, but that's my number 4 favorite thing. Number 3, semi-related, food. Now, I'm not just talking about the different varieties of food because I think they have that everywhere. While I think it is a great hodgepodge of different varieties in America, I love how we go all out with food. We do these huge barbecues or huge buffets or all-you-can-eat restaurants. We make eating a spectacle. Now, I'm a guy who believes in the afterlife. I believe in heaven and hell, and I think that heaven is often referred to as feasts in heaven, and I think that food is a little bit of preview of that euphoria you may get. At least for me personally, but I just love how MURICA does food. Number 2, I see all these people that complain about billionaires. I see posts, people complain about billionaires, and I saw a meme the other day. Someone having $1 billion is not why you're having issues. And I can't agree with that more. And I've commented this before. I've never seen anyone in my life who was decently intelligent and was willing to work their ass off, and they didn't become successful. Now, they may not have $1 billion or even $1 million, but they're successful. They're happy. They don't live paycheck to paycheck. And again, you have to be able to do both. Be somewhat intelligent, but then also be willing to work your ass off. I love that MURICA provides that. Because that's not true in other countries. You may not have those opportunities. You do have them here. And anyone who disagrees with me, go fuck yourself, because so many people are hiring. I've worked for so many companies where an average first-year person will make $80,000 or $100,000, and we can't get people hired because they don't want to work hard. Which brings me to my number 1 favorite thing about America. That is all what I call the lazy excusers that live in America. These are all people that blame everything else. I can't do that because of this. You know what? We all have this. One of my favorite quotes is, brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep you out. They're there to show you how bad you want it. They're there to keep the other people out. It's by Randy Posh from the last lecture, and I've talked about it 1 or 2 times before. But the truth is, we all get brick walls put in front of us. Sometimes those brick walls are because we made a mistake. Sometimes those brick walls are because somebody else made a mistake. Sometimes those brick walls are because shit happens. The losers say, I can't get to where I need to be because somebody put a fucking brick wall in front of me. The winners say, I need to try harder or be smarter to get around this brick wall. It was put in front of me. Maybe it wasn't my fault, but it doesn't matter. I need to try harder or be smarter to get around it or go over it. And I love that America has such a huge population of the first group that it makes it easier for us in the second group to get over and around those brick walls. So with all that being said, I could do a video of 30 things I hate about being in America, if not 50, but I don't want to talk about that today. Today's a day of celebration. You better believe I'm going to have some steaks on the grill and I'm going to be drinking later today. Let me know how you're going to celebrate MURICA and what you're most thankful for in the comments below. Because that comment could win you a statue, another great thing about MURICA and the Extreme Channel. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, very different video today. I don't think it's going to do very well, but thank you to watching. I really appreciate it. You truly support the channel, and you're one of the things I love about MURICA. Take care of yourself. Talk to you soon.